Alright guys, here we are for another episode of the Twilight Zone. Today we're talking about episode 25, season 2.
What up?
So this episode, I 100% remember this one.
I did not at all.
It's been a couple episodes since I remembered
Nice.
one dramatically, and this one I was like, oh, did I watch this like last week? I remember this shit like completely. I was bored.
I may have never seen this episode, so the whole time I was like, what the fuck's going to happen? This makes no sense.
So what did you think was going to happen? What did you think the twist was going to be?
I didn't realize he was going to... Because I never pictured you severing your vocal cord nerve or something like that. That wasn't on my radar as one of the possibilities. I knew something horrible was going on or whatever.
Sure.
And once they were saying, like, why doesn't he talk? I'm like, oh my god, yes, something. Obviously, I sold the hairpins for your trumpet, and it's that sort of situation.
What would you do if you just severed your vocal cords to get $500,000 to get out of the desperate poverty you're in? And then all of a sudden he's like, I'm broke.
Probably beat that old man to death.
You have to, right?
Yeah.
And I don't think there's be
really
a court in
no
the
way.
land that would convict you. You got to beat that man to
In
death.
front of all these witnesses, just start writing on the thing. I'm going to beat him to death, okay? And they go, oh.
Having watched it, like having seen this episode before and remembering it, I was able to like look for things. So like when he came back, I'm like, is his neck always covered? And his neck always was covered.
Okay.
And like that's a little thing that like obviously they would cover their bases. They know going into it. Don't show your neck.
Was it covered with like a scarf or something? Like,
Yeah,
was he? Okay.
it was like Freddy from Scooby Doo would
Had an
wear, like a
ascot.
necker. Yeah,
Some sort of
ascot.
dicky. Yeah. Good times.
Yeah. But like that's the guy. Everyone knows a guy like this, where you're like, you fuck, just stop talking. Everything you say, you're full of shit. Just shut up.
And if you don't know a guy like that, that's because you are that guy.
That's probably accurate.
I don't know. That's what
But
everyone
this
says
guy,
about everything.
and you're like, oh well, whatever. You lost your vocal cords. Good on you.
Good on you. Yeah.
Can't imagine that. Like what would be your price to never talk again?
That was going to be my question to you or whatever. I think I could do this no problem. I don't know. This will be fine. Like the bigger issue for me.
Oh wait, I could win this contest, no problem.
Okay.
I would not cut my vocal cord, no problem.
Oh, okay,
is that what you were saying?
No.
Oh, God.
I mean, would you accept? So, like, whenever there's something put forth in one of these things, like a bargain or a challenge, it's always like, would you accept this challenge? And then you have to be like, yes or no, or like,
Oh yeah,
yes,
one
but
year,
for more money.
no
or whatever.
talking, $500,000.
My issue.
I think that's even fine by today's standards, but if you think about it then, how much does that translate till now? Did you do the math?
I found a website where you can punch in the year. It is $4.2 million.
Yes, 100% yes. 100% yes.
And like for $4.2 million, I have to agree. But like my bigger issue than not talking would be being like cooped up and like observed and like forever on display in this weird
For 1
place
year.
or whatever. I know, but that's like a year of your life or whatever.
But
so,
it's also like
you know?
it's even sweeter than originally said, because they put a stipulation there. You'll be waited on, blah blah blah. Like all your things will be.
You can just be like Reuben with extra dipping sauce. There you go. And they'll just bring it to you. No, yeah, exactly. So that part's nice.
I would just like sleep, because like this is what 1950 something, no 1960 something.
Yeah.
So like there's not like a ton to do in the fucking thing. Like you wouldn't listen to music and stuff because you don't want to accidentally start singing music.
It's tough. Yeah.
You would probably just sit there quietly. And like there was no rule, like you were allowed to do things, right? Like I would probably gag myself.
I guess.
Why would you want any temptation? Like that's an easy way to remember. You cannot talk. Stop it.
Right. And what if you talk in your sleep? I don't know if that's the thing. Probably not.
Well, no, that would count because they're
wonder.
recording. They're recording the room for any talking. If he talks, you talk. Yeah.
And you can't prove you were unconscious.
Yeah.
So maybe you'll just ruin it for yourself and not even know.
Yeah. Oh, that'd be a nightmare. You make it to like 364, and on that last night you're like, cobras.
Get away from me, Tom Selleck.
Can you imagine?
Look, your mustache.
But for $4.5 million, there's not much I wouldn't do.
No,
you could probably just say, would you do this for $4 million? Like, and just like, I don't care what you're about to say. Yes.
Can I just say yes before you finish your sentence? What? Yes. No, so that's a lot of money, and that would change your life for every year after that year. So when I think about it of like the new number and like real life is kind of like yes, it probably matters how old you are when this challenge gets put forth to you too.
Do you think it's easier younger or easier older?
It's probably easier when you're younger because you're like fuck whatever. What am I doing?
I don't know.
I'm not sure how old this character was supposed to be even either.
I think he's in his 30s like everyone in the Twilight Zone is supposed to be.
Like everyone, no matter how much gray hair and crusty old suits
no matter how many grandkids
they
they have.
No matter how many civil wars they've fought in for centuries.
Yeah, for $4 million even. I'll even
We'll even round down. Sure.
You say $4 million, no talking, 1 year. Oh God, that would be the easiest thing ever. Because every day I would be going, I'm gonna be a millionaire.
But then accidentally start singing it out loud.
Oh, that'd be a nightmare.
God. No, I think part of it too, like you might have to substitute this for something else that you like to do a lot, and then not do that instead for a year.
I talk quite a bit.
You do talk a lot, so maybe talking is good enough for you. I've started talking more as I've gotten older.
What do you think yours would be, like no touching a computer or something?
I don't even. Oh, is that part of it? Man,
I just made that thing.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I can't really think of anything, because even like playing guitar or something like that for $4 million, I'd probably be like, oh, I will have time to catch up, because I'll never have to work again.
Like, short of not breathing, I don't know what I wouldn't do for a year. Like, I'd be like, all right. Yeah.
But speaking of like day 365 and like whatever, that's where I thought this was actually going. Is that something was going to happen
right then?
Something was going to happen at like the very last minute. That guy was going to be desperate and he was going to be like, the rules, and then everyone was going to crowd around and be like, wait, no, what? Oh, I'm not sure about that. We're going to like argue about the rules, and something was going to happen or whatever.
Like he just kicked him in the shin to hear him say "ow," and then goes, "You said ow!"
Something weird that was going to like expose it as this like desperate thing. But then like they had planted the seed of that guy not having the money. And I did not anticipate the vocal cord thing, like I said, because I didn't know that was an option that would be possible to work or whatever the fuck.
Where do you think you go to get your vocal cord snipped?
I don't know.
And what do you? Is it like
he said the vocal cord nerve, which I think is just a fake nerve that they created for this episode.
I don't know enough about the human body to agree or disagree, but
like everything has a nerve, technically speaking, but I don't know if it's a thing that they understand well enough to be able to
picture like an Achilles tendon, like where it's like snip and just rolls back up into your thing, like
it's like a character from Beetlejuice that just like accordions back up and you're dead. Yeah, I don't know. It's very creepy. But all that shit about his wife and all that stuff and all that business, he was so desperate. At its core, this is a good story of someone so desperate to get something, and then someone else so desperate to like fuck with them that they both destroyed each other's lives and their own lives because of each other, whatever you want to call it.
I think the guy who snipped his cord has it way worse.
Oh yeah.
Because he's a young man to begin with and can't talk forever.
Yeah, I know. Well, that's not fatal, though, or like whatever, and the old man was going to be able to die as like a prestigious member of this club, and now he has to be disgraced, and there's nothing left in his legacy.
Who gives a shit?
I think he does. What
legacy do you have? If you're not leaving something to a club, what legacy do you even have? Once you're dead, you're forgotten.
I think it meant a lot to him to sit in that chair and have people like respect him and do what he said and all that, and now it's all stripped from him. But it's his fault. I kind of like that, like people doing shit and fucking
I have
with their
no
own
sympathy
shit.
for somebody who's an idiot.
No.
The guy, I do feel bad for the vocal cord guy because he did nothing wrong. No one said he couldn't do that. That was part of the rules, fair and square.
Yeah, he got really screwed.
And he got screwed. You'd think that like the club should pay for it. Like
they should, and that should have been like the happy ending or like the weird thing there or something like that. That like was that the dude from Lost in Space, the doctor?
Oh, I didn't pick that up, but it's possible.
That up?
I was watching not super intently because I remembered the episode.
The guy who was like, "Oh, you're so desperate, but word on the street is like you're fucking with him about his wife and you're broke or whatever and all that stuff." Like that guy. He reminded me of the Lost in Space doctor, but not acting like the Lost in Space doctor,
like a real actor.
Yeah, certain actors you can always tell. This guy maybe not, but like they had like planted all those seeds and like set all that up and all that stuff. So I was kind of like. Like I never would have taken.
It wasn't tell-less, but you wouldn't have known he cut his cord.
That was the one part that I couldn't have anticipated. I knew that he didn't have the money because he even says like that might work at a pawn shop or a fish market, but it's not going to work with me. But the club will vouch for me. I'm good for it and all that stuff. So I was like, oh, he doesn't have the money. This is a bad deal. You should not take this deal or whatever the fuck. Yeah. So I don't know why he even took the deal without the sort of like you will place a registered check in my name and all that stuff. Yeah,
that would have been a key. Key.
So let that be a lesson to everyone. If you're going to cut your vocal cords and live in a box for a year, make sure you get something in writing.
Yeah. So that's our thoughts on this, guys. Let us know in those comments below what you think about it. Don't die in a fire, and we'll see you next time.
Hello, internets. I just love watching JustDaggers. If you've enjoyed this video as much as I have, click that subscribe button. Peace out, homies.